What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you not only which app I recommend to track your macros and your nutrition with, but also how to get that set up. So it is the brand new year. We have a lot of clients starting on coaching. We actually have a challenge going on right now, and so I've been giving this spiel quite a bit. I figured I would film one video to kind of break it all down for each and every one of you on which app to use, all that kind of good stuff. And that way, again, I don't have to continue to do this, but hopefully it helps a lot of you guys out there. Okay, so first things first, I do recommend the MyMacros Plus app. I used to be an avid MyFitnessPal user. I used it for several years. I tracked on it. I taught clients how to do it, all that kind of good stuff. And it is a great app. I believe they recently just partnered or were purchased by Under Armour. So MyFitnessPal is was the granddaddy of them all when it came to tracking apps. But we have found, and Jenna was the person that got me onto MyMacros Plus, we have found that there's just less fluff when it comes to the MyMacros Plus app, and so there's not as many articles and recipes and all that kind of good stuff on there. But again, it's just kind of very, very user friendly, so it makes it very easy for our clients to jump in there, put in their goals, all that kind of good stuff, and then just kind of get rocking and rolling. So one of the main reasons why I do recommend the MyMacros Plus in comparison to the MyFitnessPal is because of what you can do with them. The MyFitnessPal, you can do a whole lot, but it's actually going to cost you $9.99 premium rate to do what we need you to do, whereas on the MyMacros Plus, it's only a $2.99 download one time. So obviously, unless you're wanting to have that $9.99 a month and you feel like you're benefiting from that, I would recommend the MyMacros Plus because it's cheaper, it's more user friendly, and in my opinion, it does everything you need and actually more. We don't even really use it, everything on the app. So that would be my first recommendation, or that would be my last recommendation for that. It's not only the fluff, not only all the extra stuff that you're really not going to use, but at the same time, it is a cheaper route as well. It does everything for you. So let's dive into the app together. Okay, so if you haven't had a chance to download the MyMacros Plus, go to your app store, obviously, and download that real quickly, and then come back here because we're going to jump into this together. Okay, first things first, obviously down at the bottom, you'll see MyMacros Plus here on my phone, so let's go ahead and select that. And then here's your main goal page. Okay, so this is going to be like your main log page. So obviously at the top of that, you'll see those numbers there. Those are the numbers I've entered in just for this video specifically, but your numbers won't show like that here where like it says proteins, carbs, and fats. So let me show you what to do. Step one, once you get this app downloaded. So obviously set up your profile, but beyond that, here's what you need to do to start off, okay? So at the top right, you have the three main dots. So go ahead and select that, and then let's go into your app settings together, okay? I think it's number 4 down, set nutritional goals. That's gonna be the next thing we wanna select. We wanna put your macro goals into your actual log. So set nutritional goals. You should see the add new macro goal. Let's go ahead and click that and dive in here and put your goals into this by the numbers that either we've calculated for you or you found to be useful for you, all that kind of good stuff. And obviously how to calculate your macros, all that kind of good stuff. That's a whole nother video we will do, but if you've already got your macro numbers, this is gonna be where you put those, okay? So you can name it anything you want. I personally just kind of name it the date because then you know exactly when you started using these goals. So let's just do today's date. Let's go 1/14/19. Now for protein, let's go 200 grams of protein. These are just gonna be really generic. Let's go 300 grams of carbs and 70 fat. So let's say those are the numbers that I calculated for you. Those are the numbers that you need to use. You're going to use those. So go ahead and place those in there and click save. It's gonna ask you if you wanna apply. We're gonna hit yes. Okay, now go back to your main log page. Now you will see those goals implemented into your log for you, okay? So what to do beyond that? Now, once we have your goals plugged in there, there's really only 3 other things you really need to pay attention to. If you go to the top left, the 3 lines, okay, there's gonna be a couple things here that I want you to focus on, but again, we don't have to worry about everything. They have, you can search things by brand, by type, recipe, all that kind of good stuff. And as we get into coaching or as you get into playing with your app, you'll be able to understand this more, and so you'll be able to dive into those type of things a little more often, a little better. But I'm going to kind of break down the things that you need specifically. First thing is if you're going to search something. Okay, so just for an example, let's put in like banana. Okay, right there at the top, banana, generic brand. I'm gonna select this 7-inch banana, 27 carbs, 1 protein, fat, perfect. Let's say I wanted that for breakfast. Go ahead and select that, and it should be in your breakfast. Okay, so the search bar obviously is great to use if you're searching generic things like banana or bacon, or you're searching things like whole wheat toast or whole wheat bread or something like that. You can obviously always use the search bar to find those type of things. And you do want to make sure you go into your settings and make sure that your global search is on. That will absolutely help you search and find those things a little bit easier. Next, what I want you to do is go back to the menu. Okay, there's 2 more things I want to explain to you at the very bottom. So your barcode scanner and your add custom food. Those are the only other 2 things that I really want you to focus on. Now, if you go to the barcode scanner, okay, that's going to be something that you use to scan the nutritional label, scan the barcode, okay, of any food that's in your kitchen. If you pick up a protein bar that's got a barcode on it, you can scan it. If you pick up the bread bag, it's got a barcode on it, you can scan it. So anything that's got a barcode on it, you can scan it, you can log it, you can track it in this app specifically, okay? Okay, next, let's go back into the menu and let's talk about the add custom food. So I like to break down the add custom food as if like, okay, if you're going out to Olive Garden and that is gonna be your Friday night date night, you want this specific pasta dish and you want the breadsticks because they're just to die for. We believe you guys can have that kind of stuff, but it just has to fit within your macro goals. So what we wanna do is make sure you're adding custom food. Okay, you've looked up this specific dish from Olive Garden and you see that it gives you the proteins, the carbs, and the fats. Okay, so let's just put Olive Garden. Oops. Olive Garden. And for meal, let's just say, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Let's say ravioli. Yikes, my spelling is terrible. Okay, now you've looked up on that menu and that menu tells you that there is 17 grams of fat, there's 40 carbs, and there are 22 grams of protein. Now obviously, you could fill in all of this stuff here, but all of these say optional. Only fill in the 3 that are required. So look, if I delete this, you'll see it says required, okay? Those are the ones that you want to fill in. So keep it simple, just fill in the ones that are required. Go ahead and hit save. It's gonna ask you if you want to apply it to your meal. I would hit yes. Okay, now from here, let's say that this ravioli dish, okay, let's say you only ate half of it and you want to take the other half home to eat later on for leftovers or maybe tomorrow for lunch or something like that. You can actually change the serving size directly from here. So you're going to change the serving size to 0.5 and now you'll notice that the numbers on your app are cut in half. Okay, so again, fix the serving size. So just because you scan the bread bag and the bread bag tells you that 2 slices is the serving size, but if you only have 1 slice, obviously you adjust that. So that's gonna depend on what you're having and what the serving sizes are, but that's where you adjust the serving size. Now lastly, obviously we probably didn't have Olive Garden for breakfast. Let's go ahead and put that in our dinner, okay? So dinner, we had half of our ravioli. It's all calculated for you. Go ahead and hit the check mark there for you, and if you scroll back over, you notice there it is, it's in my log. I've obviously logged my banana from earlier, and I had Olive Garden tonight. Now, naturally, if these were your numbers, hopefully you're getting a lot more food in throughout that day. But this is just an example, guys, of how to use that app and the things you need to do to get started. So again, there's a lot more details to this app, but again, set your nutritional goals, set your macro goals, make sure they're at the top of your app, and then as you go, okay, on the menu, on the left-hand side, your search, your barcode scanner, and your add custom food. Those are gonna be the 3 main things that you need to focus on as you kind of get used to tracking with this app. So I hope this video helped. If you guys enjoyed it, give me a like down here below, give me a comment, let me know what you guys think, and we will talk to you guys soon.